Well, hello there, folks. Hope you're doing fine today. I was scrolling through my feed the other day, looking at these beautiful, peaceful pastures, and it brought me right back to an old favorite of mine, Psalm 23. It's a verse almost everybody knows by heart, right? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But you see, whenever we read that, we like to picture ourselves as these cute, clean, perfect little lambs. But if you talk to any old rancher who's actually raised livestock, they'll tell you the real truth. Sheep are stubborn, they've got terrible eyesight, and they are constantly finding new ways to get into trouble. So when God calls us his sheep, well, it's not exactly a compliment, folks. It's a reality check. Today, let's pour a hot cup of coffee and talk about what King David actually meant by this, and why it's the best news you'll hear all week. David writes, "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters." Now that sounds like a luxury vacation. But here's the ranch reality. Sheep are naturally terrified of rushing water. If a river is roaring, they'll get so scared they'll refuse to drink and literally dehydrate themselves. So a good shepherd has to physically move some rocks, dam up the stream, and create still water just so his sheep can drink. But my favorite part about sheep is a little problem we ranchers call a cast sheep. Every now and then, a sheep gets a little too plump, or maybe its wool gets too heavy with mud. It rolls over on its back to relax, and guess what? It can't get back up. A cast sheep will just lie there on its back, legs sticking straight up in the air, flailing around like a flipped-over turtle. If the shepherd doesn't find it soon, it'll die of bloat or get picked off by coyotes. So the shepherd has to run over, sigh, and say, "You old rascal, did it again, huh?" He flips the sheep back over and rubs its legs to get the blood flowing. When David says, "He restoreth my soul," the literal Hebrew translation is, "He flips me back on my feet." Ain't that beautiful? We've all been there. Maybe you had too much to eat at Thanksgiving dinner and couldn't get off the couch. Or maybe life just knocked you flat on your back and you couldn't get up. Don't worry. Your shepherd is on his way to flip you right side up. Then we get to the heavy stuff. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me." This always reminds me of what my grandfather used to tell me. Life is full of valleys, but remember this: the only reason a valley has a shadow is because there's a massive, powerful light shining somewhere nearby. When things look dark, maybe the doctor gave you some bad news, or the bank account is looking a bit thin, don't lose heart. The shadow just proves the light is still there. And what about "Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me"? Some folks think God uses that rod to whack us when we're bad. No, sir. In the old days, the rod was a heavy club. The shepherd didn't use it on the sheep. He used it to crack the skulls of the wolves. And the staff? It has that nice, gentle hook on the end to pull you out of the ditch when you fall in. God isn't standing behind you with a stick to punish you. He's standing behind you, waiting to take out the wolves that are trying to mess with you. So here's the bottom line. We are all just clumsy, short-sighted sheep. We roll over, we get stuck, and we wander off. So stop beating yourself up for not being perfect. You were never meant to be. The beauty of Psalm 23 isn't about how smart the sheep is. It's about how good, patient, and strong the shepherd is. If you're feeling flipped over today, just cry out to him. He knows exactly how to fix it. Well, that's what's on my mind for today. If you enjoyed this little chat, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out quite a bit. Until next time, Keep your boots clean, your heart open, and God bless you.